Blackface and KKK both in that picture, and the law firm that was doing this investigation unable to determine who is in the picture. Now, this is a copy here of the report. It is by a law firm called McGuire Woods. Now, they say they spoke with the governor's staff, and his classmates at the time here at EVMS, and they were not able to determine who is in that racist photo that is in the governor's 1984 yearbook here at EVMS, and that was uncovered here at the library back in February. So let's show you here the yearbook entry once again. It is from the 1984 yearbook here at EVMS when Ralph Northam was a medical student here, and it shows somebody in blackface as well as somebody in the KKK. Now, you might remember at first the governor apologized for the photo and accepted responsibility, but then the next day took it back and said he's not in it. He has since then resisted calls to resign and remains in office. Now, in the wake of all of this, EVMS hired a law firm called McGuire Woods to investigate how the photo was put on the page and who was in the blackface and in the KKK costume. The firm says after months of investigating, they cannot come to a conclusion over who these people are. Here's why.
The governor himself has made inconsistent public statements in this regard. No individual that we interviewed has told us from personal knowledge that the governor is in that photograph, and no individual with knowledge has come forward to us to report that the governor is in the photograph.
The Portsmouth NAACP showed up, though, this morning at the press conference and said the president of the NAACP, he said he has concerns over how this investigation was done and whether it really was an independent investigation. He says what he heard here today does not change the fact that he thinks the governor should resign.
This is a governor of a state in America, and he cannot recall if he did it or not. That just speaks to why he needs to resign anyway. If you have that type of character where you cannot remember something that racially offensive, then you have an issue. You need to go to some type of rehab.
Now, we reached out to the governor's staff about all of this. They say they will be releasing a written statement later today. The governor had events scheduled in Lexington this morning. That's in the western part of the state. So a lot to go through here with this report. It is 36 pages. We'll be going through it more in depth. And coming up tonight on News 3 at 4, we'll go through the transcript that the governor gave to the law firm doing this investigation, why he says he initially took responsibility and then backtracked. We'll see you coming up tonight on News 3 at 4. We're live here in Norfolk. I'm Brendan Ponton, News 3.